That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no whoop. Y'all, I just had the best conversation with one of my best friends. I am so fucking proud of her. Oh! Can we just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that like life changes for the better when you can rejoice for other people, even if you are going through some things yourself. Like a lot of people get like stuck in this stinking thinking where it's like even their friends, they don't know how to be happy for them because they're so caught up in their shit that they just are envious of when their friends or family are doing good for themselves. We don't have that mentality here on Not Your Average Glow Up. No, we rejoice with our friends, even when we're going through some shit. I've been going through some shit lately. It has not been easy, but your girl is glowing. She's excited today because good things are happening all around me and the people in my life, and it makes me so fucking happy. So I just had the best conversation with one of my friends. She has been in a relationship for quite some time. I'm trying to not use identifiers or specifics. She's been in a relationship for quite some time, and just about everybody around us has been like, she's so freaking beautiful. She's so sweet. She's one of the most kind-hearted and giving people I've ever met my entire life. Why is she dating this guy? He doesn't treat her like the absolute queen that she is. He obviously doesn't know her worth. He takes her for granted. He holds her back in life, right? Well, today she called me and she let me know that she left his ass, and I'm like, yes, queen! Yes, finally know your worth. And you know the best part? She was like, Sam, it was really hard and it was a really difficult decision to make. I'm hunching over because like I accidentally propped my phone too low and I like don't want to be cut off because if I sit up it's like, hey, where's my forehead at? It's gone. So anyways, I didn't want to start the video over because I want this to just be authentic and real, right? So anyways, she called me and she was like, it was the hardest decision that I've ever made because they've been together a long time. She's like, and it was affecting my daughter the first day, but now she's coming around. She's like, but I'm so at peace with this situation. She's like, I haven't even cried. She's like, I've been at peace. I don't miss him. And it's like, yes, God, yes. Know your worth, baby girl. And that's not even all. I got another friend who just recently decided to start chasing her own career dreams. Like, this woman is so talented when it comes to horses. Like, my friend Jenna, I can identify her because she's not gonna be upset about me talking about her career popping off. Like, let me just brag on Jenna for a minute. Yes, queen. So my friend Jenna, she got married and whatever, and she's been helping her husband with his business because he's a business owner. He does like lumber. He's a tree dude. I don't know the proper terminology, but he has his own lumber business. And she'd been helping him for a while and then staying at home. She lives on the ranch. I lived with her when me and Dakota broke up. So she'd been working with him and this, that, and the other, but she had always done like training horses and stuff. Like her and her twin sister, Ashley, they're incredible with horses. They're horse whispers. They're who I always post on my Instagram, which is also Not Your Average Glow Up. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. That's where you private message me to book a personal reading and all that, and just connect with me because I would love to connect with people who watch this channel. Anyways, so she had always like kind of trained horses on the side to make extra money. Her and her sister would barrel race when they were teenagers and all that, right? Well, recently she decided to quit working with her husband, which that was never the plan for her to work with him full time or anything. It was just kind of what she was doing right now to help him. And she started chasing her dreams again, started getting her business up and running again, where she's making money working with horses. Like, she teaches them all kinds of cool stuff. Like, she can teach a horse, like a freaking couple 1,000-pound animal that could easily kill her. And she's like all of like maybe 100 pounds. Like Jenna is teeny tiny, okay? She like, it gets these giant animals to submit to her. Like, it's the coolest thing. And she does it without any cruelty. She doesn't like using spurs. She doesn't like, you know, whipping or anything like that. Like, she's so gentle and so good with them. But she can like tap on her horse's leg and it'll like sprawl out for her so she can get up on it like easier. She teaches them to bow. She teaches them all kinds of cool stuff, right? So now she's doing that, making money. And when I tell you, you can just see the glow on her. I was talking to her on the phone today and I was like, Jenna, did you do something different with your hair or your skin? Like, you just look so fucking good right now. She's like, well, I did change my hair a little bit. Like, I added some more layers or whatever, but like nothing big. And I'm like, well, honey, whatever you're doing. And she was like, you know what it is? She's like, I'm happy. And I'm like, yes, that's my bitch. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I got another friend who is getting herself out of a domestic violence situation. Like, she hasn't quite gotten there yet, but like I have a really good feeling about it. And her and I've been like talking behind the scenes and we've been like, and I'm just, yes, I love to see it. I love to see it. So that's been so good. So thank you for letting me just talk about that. Now, let's do the intro and get into today's video. Okay, so hi everybody, welcome to Not Your Average Glow Up. This is a safe place where we come, we talk all things mental health, spirituality, and quite a bit of tarot. Today, baby, I'm gonna bring it back to the basics. This is gonna be spiritual awakening like 101. Like, you know, those self-help books that it's like parenting for dummies, or, you know, this is gonna be like spirituality, spiritual awakening for dummies. I'm not calling you dummies. I'm just saying, like, this is going to be an easy to understand way. Hold on one second. My phone has a pop-up. You guys, it's probably not affecting on your end at all, but it's affecting me on my end. So, okay. Anyways, I'm going to sit down here. So the other day, I watched the new Ryan Reynolds movie. Can we just, like, for a moment, just appreciate him? He's freaking hilarious. I love him. Channing Tatum was in the movie too, but he was kind of a side character. He had a really funny scene. But there's going to be spoilers for the movie in this video. In order for me to do the lesson that I'm going to be doing today, there's going to be spoilers. So if you have not seen Free Guy yet, and you don't like spoilers, then don't watch this video. But you can watch it on Disney Plus, by the way. I watched a Free Guy the other day, and it was a cute movie. It wasn't like my absolute favorite movie, but I did genuinely laugh at quite a bit of it. I think it would be funnier if I was a gamer, because it had a lot of like gamer humor in it, and I'm not into video games like that. So it wasn't quite as funny to me. You know, my son and his father were laughing their ass off because they genuinely like video games, and there was a lot of humor in it that was like a tiny bit over my head. I won't even front. But anyways, so in this movie, it's called Free Guy. Ryan Reynolds plays a, what is it called? I just blanked. A character in a video game that's like a background character, a PCI, is that what it's called? I don't remember what it's called. But you know how like when you are playing a game, there's the characters that you're playing, and then there's all the like extras in the background, and you don't play as those people. They're just like person behind the counter, the person, you know, whatever. So Ryan Reynolds' character was one of those extra people, right? That's just programmed into the game, right? And essentially what happens is he starts to develop his own personality, and he starts to realize that he doesn't want to just be an add-on. He wants to live his own life. And you know, in the movie there's the sunglasses people, and the sunglasses people are the people that you would play as in a video game. They're the people that, like, there would be like the avatars that you select and you're playing, right? at the beginning of the movie, it was like they would acknowledge the sunglasses people as like, we're not one of them, we're othered, right? And then he basically essentially decides he's going to be a sunglasses people, okay? To get the attention of a girl, okay? And then he very quickly becomes a sunglasses people and levels up really, really quickly. And the movie was cute. Anyways, but while I was watching this movie, I was like, this is a really, really good illustration of spiritual awakening. I have another video where I use the movie Serendipity. It's a old like rom-com to illustrate like a twin flame connection. Apparently this is just a thing that I do. I find movies now that like help illustrate spiritual awakening. I tried to explain to my friends who have not yet gone through a spiritual awakening, like what the spiritual awakening process is, and they're supportive, and that's right as I said that 11:11 on the clock. Just saying. That have not yet gone through the spiritual awakening process, and they're understanding and they're supportive and all that. But when you start talking about like Akashic records and like realigning your chakras and like meditation and manifestation and all of this stuff, people are like, what? So this movie helps illustrate a spiritual awakening and like the basics of it. I'm not going to get into like twin flame connections and all of that stuff. I'm not going to get into like manifestations and shadow work and all that stuff. This is just like spiritual awakening 101, okay? I have other videos for the more complicated stuff. So this movie, you need to watch it. It's called Free Guy. He is basically stuck in the Matrix, essentially. Now, this movie was not meant to illustrate spiritual awakening, but it does so beautifully, okay? So the metaphor goes, he was basically stuck in the Matrix. Every day he woke up and he did the same boring routine. We in society are programmed through societal thinking, through like societal norms, through the expectations of our parents, through our culture, through our religion. We are programmed to think that success, that happiness, that all of these things come from like material means, and that in order to gain those things, we have to work a 9 to 5. We have to have a successful job. We have to dress a certain way. Today, honey, I'm freeing the boobies. You can see my nipples. You know what? How liberating that feels? Not because I'm like, ooh, look at my titties. You know, they're nice, you know, look at them, nice tatas. But anyways, it feels so damn good because one of the things that I was programmed to believe is that somehow having the tatas made me inappropriate, made me unprofessional. Like, you have to wear a bra, you have to wear a conservative top to be professional. When in reality, every fucking buddy has a nipple. There's nothing innately sexual or sexy about a nipple. Like, a nipple in itself is not a sexual object. That's just one tiny way that we're programmed to be all sorts of out of whack. There's nothing innately sexual about a naked body. There's nothing innately sexual or promiscuous about nudity or being nude around other people. Like, that's not... But that's what we're programmed to think. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So in the movie, he was working he would wake up and he would do the exact same thing every day. He'd put on the same blue shirt, the same khaki pants. He'd wake up, go to his job at the bank. The same thing would happen over and over and over again. And that's what we're programmed to think is the norm. We are programmed to think that we have to work the 9 to 5, that we have to, you know, essentially keep the same thing all the time, right? Well, spoilers for the movie. He then decides that he's going to be one of the sunglasses people. The sunglasses people represent people who have broken the matrix, okay? So they're people that have been enlightened in a small way. They're not fully enlightened because they're living kind of like, because they're like doing a bunch of low vibrational shit, but they have broken the matrix. They have come to realize that they get to choose. Your life isn't mapped out for you. You are the god of your own universe. You are the player in all of this. You're the man behind the screen playing at this. There's nobody else doing it for you. They've broken the matrix. They know that they are the god of their own universe. However, they abuse their power and they use it for low vibrational stuff. Guy, because he was stuck in the matrix for so long, he then uses his powers for good. I love this shit because that's starseed energy. That's healer energy. That's the type of people the universe loves to give to. They love to give to good-hearted people. He broke the matrix, but he stayed humble. He was now a sunglasses person. He now didn't have to do the normal 9 to 5. He didn't have to just keep waking up, do this, wash, rinse, repeat. Wake up, do all this, wash, rinse, repeat. He no longer had to do that. He was no longer stuck in the loop, okay? But he gets out, and because he had been stuck in the loop for so long, he now understands the freedom and not only understands the freedom, but how he can then help others escape the loop. He started to get the other people, I don't remember the term. What is the freaking term for the extra characters? It's like PCI or some shit like that, like non-player characters. Is that what it is? NPC? I don't remember. Anyways, somebody's gonna come in the comments and probably roast me for not knowing, but like I said, I don't play video games like that, okay? Anyways, so he then decides that he's going to, because he's a good guy, he's going to, instead of being a regular sunglasses people and shoot everybody up and rob everybody and, you know, this, that, and the other, he then decides to help them become the good guys. And then everybody's cheering for him and the universe is loving him, right? All the real people in the outside world, they're all like, this is so cool. Who is this guy? And he's gaining all this notoriety and all this fame. He's becoming a leader. He's becoming an icon. He then is empowered. He's leveled up. He went from like a level 1 to like a level 100 and something, past other people who've been playing the game for fucking forever, really, really quickly because he was using his powers for good. When you do that, when you realize that you are the god of your own universe, that's step 1 in spiritual awakening. But that's not the big lesson. The big lesson is realizing that every person has their own unique path. Every person has a choice, has free will to choose. Are they going to use this newfound freedom for good? Are they going to help others? Are they going to be a spirit-led individual? Or are they going to use this newfound freedom and abuse their power, right? Once you break the matrix, you then empower yourself. But what you do with it, the reason he leveled up so quickly is because the universe loves it when you use that power for good. The universe adores it when you lead other people to light and you help them break the matrix and you help them heal and you help them gain a new perspective on life. It's good shit. It's such good shit. At the end of the movie, they get out of the low toxic world and they're in a better world. And I'm trying to not add too many spoilers, but there's gonna be spoilers all over this, I'm sorry. They get into the new world, and the new world, there's no like thing to the game like they have to do. Like there's no like mission they have to complete. It's just they get to roam around and they get to exist. And there's another person in the movie that looks at him and goes, Guy, what now? What do we do now? And he's like, whatever you want. That's essentially a spiritual awakening. You get to do whatever you want. Societal programming will make you feel, make you think, make you truly believe down deep in your soul, in order to live a successful life, in order to be abundant, you have to work this 9-to-5 job. You have to work in order to truly live. It's the exact, you have to live to work. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. You're not meant to live to work all damn day. Life isn't supposed to be hard. Success it's not supposed to be like that. If you believe in like Christianity or whatever, this is not what this channel is about, but I'm going to utilize like a biblical like story as an illustration, right? If you believe in that, basically, the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, right? We were designed as humans to eat fruit, be naked, and lean on each other for support. That's it. That's it. We didn't have to, all of our problems, all of our stressors, besides like basic survival, are man-made. Money is a construct we made up. God didn't make that up. Power, greed, all of that's construct we made up. Like, we literally, the only thing we're required to do here on earth is to live our life to the fullest, be grateful for what we have, and help each other. Just be a good person. That's it. The rest of it's made up fucking bullshit. All the rules and all the regulations, it's man-made. It's a lie we've told ourselves. And when you understand that, you've then begun the spiritual awakening process. And then, like him leveling up is an example of like manifestation. When you're grateful, when you use your powers for good, when you are in the vibration of giving instead of constantly me, let me get. When you're in that higher vibration of I trust the universe is going to continue to provide for me. I am abundant because time is a construct. In another timeline, you're a rich bitch. In another timeline, you have the love of your life. In another timeline, when you start to perceive that time is a construct, that like in the matrix, it's I'm stuck in an unhappy situation. My job isn't providing for me the way that I want to. I have to hustle to get myself to a better place, right? Breaking the matrix is understanding that that's all just a perception. This whole life is just a perception. I already am abundant. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. I am love. I attract love. I am surrounded by good-hearted, loving people. I am in union with the love of my life. They treat me with respect and grace. I handle success and fame and wealth with dignity and grace and happiness. When you start to not just say those affirmations, but truly ingrain them in your soul, when your soul starts to believe that, congratulations, you will level the fuck up so fucking quick. You will glow. People will be like, damn, you're a sunglasses person. People that have not yet broken the matrix might think of you as like untouchable, like whatever. And that can go to your fucking head. That can go to your head, and that's a trap. That's a trap. Don't let yourself get in the ego. Don't let yourself be like, haha, I'm a sunglasses person. I'm better than you. I figured it out. I figured out that I can live my life the way I want to. No. Stay humble, stay kind, be grateful. Be like, you know what? I am a sunglasses person, but did you know you're a sunglasses person too? And they'll be like, what? I'm not a sunglasses person. I'm not a sunglasses person. I'm working behind the coffee counter, making the same 1 coffee, 2 sugars, like whatever the girl said, and she's like, I want to make a boba, It was so funny. It's such a cute little thing, but it was so funny. And you're like, no, you're already a sunglasses person. And they're like, what? And then you hand them the sunglasses and then they can see it for themselves. Beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. Sunglasses illustrate seeing through spirit's eyes. The sunglasses illustrate a new perception. Nothing about them has changed. Nothing about them as a person has changed. They were already a sunglasses person, but they could not see that until spirit handed them the glasses, until another human handed them the glasses. Spirit utilized that human to hand them the glasses, say, here's the new vision. Look at it. Isn't it liberating? Doesn't it feel good? Now you have the choice. Now that I've helped you see that you are the God of your own universe, that this life isn't predestined, that you have free will, you can do whatever the fuck you want. God doesn't care. You're not going to go to hell for living your life and being free. You're not going to go to hell or be poor or be unsupported because you didn't work the regular 9-to-5 job. You can literally be abundant and be free and like level up, just living your life. Now, what are you going to choose? You're going to choose light. You're going to choose servitude. You're going to choose helping others. Watch how God blesses you. Or are you going to choose to be selfish, to mug other people, to, be greedy or whatever? You'll still break the matrix. You'll still have this illusion of freedom. But your leveling is slow. There's blockages there, right? The blockages comes from the path you choose. Gratitude, joy, success, happiness. Oh, it's good shit. That's Spiritual Awakening 101. It's easy, cheesy, lemon squeezy. And that's my video for today. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's a short, easy one. This one will probably upload in the next 24 hours. Usually it takes me a couple of days to upload a video because, well, I got no high-speed internet. So I hope this message found you well. I hope it brought you a little bit of joy today. Remember to get out of that lack mindset of I wish I had, I don't have, I'm a broke bitch. I've caught myself in that many times, even recently. I'm a broke bitch. Take that out of your vocabulary. That song, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch, I'm gonna go get that bag and I'm not gonna take your shit. That's the mindset you need to have. Even if you're living in a trailer, even if you're, even if you're homeless, I am healthy, I am wealthy, abundance flows to me naturally, I handle that shit with grace and dignity and humility. And then when you get it, pour it out. I know when you've been living in that poverty mindset for so long, that lack mentality for so long, it's really, really, really easy to fall into that trap of, oh, I've got it, now I've got to hold tight to it. I can't give it away. I can't give to others because I've been without for so long. I got to hoard. I got to me. Don't fall into that. Give freely. Look what God blessed me with. Let me bless you. Let me help you now. God loves it. You just keep packing on the blessings. Hope you have a glorious, wonderful, amazing day. Bye. 2828 on the screen.